Being a man and being a masculine man is not about your height, your looks, your money, your status, your muscles, how strong you are. It all starts here and here. Before you became a man, you must have to travel through the past as a boy. But there is a modern saying that people have been talking on the internet lately about being a man. Like, in order to be a man, you need to kill a boy. But I think that philosophy and the concept is wrong. You see, as men, we have to develop and go through from the boy phase to the man phase. But during the boy phase, we have to suffer all the trauma and the sufferings and the pains. You need to forgive that boy version of yours in order to make peace with it and become a whole. Because you can never reject that part, and that part will always be in you, no matter whether you like it or not. These modern day sub-gurus and then the people at the masculinity sphere always preaches us about killing the boy inside you. That boy inside you is kind of creative. When you combine that with the discipline of the man version of you, you get a very deadly combo. Trust me, it's from my personal experience. I tend to be very playful when I'm being creative, but I combine that with my discipline and I get extra tremendous results in business. And this is the fact. So, what I would suggest is you should revisit your childhood and then heal your traumas and then make peace with your past self, boyish and childish and immature self, so that you can move forward as a man, a complete man in life, instead of being hollow and being try hard to look like a masculine and tough man. One of the things that I despise about that try hard guys is that I never liked them and I never consider them manly, even though they have big muscles and they're tall. All the masculinity and being a man starts with your mindset and your heart, not the other way around. Social media has made us into believing that masculine men have to drive a certain car, get a certain income, have a certain type of wife, and have a place to live. While I suggest that all of the reasons are true, and as a modern man, you need to have everything in place as a man to be able to provide for your partner and start a meaningful relationship, and then later down the line to convert it into a family. I believe that you have all the power to make it happen. As men, our main focus is to start a family with a good feminine woman instead of toxic masculine modern female. We don't do that here. So the point is basically because of hookup culture and all the dating apps, and the dating scene is pretty much corrupted, and all the top percentage of guys are having sex with the less, like 90% of females. If you do the math correctly, most of the average guys, average day-to-day guys, are completely like invisible to the modern woman nowadays. Unless you got a certain type of look or certain type of clout on the social media, you won't be able to pull a lot of girls consistently. And it is hard to say, but it's a fact. Just look at a girl who has a Tinder and look at an average boy or a guy who has a Tinder, and you will see that the girl, the ugly girl who basically has like she's a little bit fat or like she has some acne or she's a little bit ugly, and she will get way more likes than the average ugly guy who has Tinder. And basically, it's became so desperate for men, and I can understand the fact that most of the men around these days are lonely, and loneliness is a price that you need to pay if you want to become great and then shut from average your average self. I tend to face loneliness for like 1.5 years during my journey up to the top, and I'm still facing the loneliness, but I'm starting to see a quite good partner, starting to see a quite good partner that I recently started dating. So we'll see how this will go in the future. But I'm really positive that it will work out in the long term. And my message to you guys out there is that even though people say that masculinity is dead, but masculinity and traditional men are required to serve the duties. Instead of becoming toxic, we need to serve our purpose and serve the duties. And I know that as a man, your life will be lonely, depressing until you matter. If you want to be a mature and a respectable man, you need to work hard and then be able to provide and then level up your life. In that way, you can start a family that will respect you, and the society will respect you, and you will be loved and respected. This is from my personal experience and personal transformation journey. I'm the living proof of it. Just like any other self-improvement YouTubers who are on YouTube, I tend to have that same journey. Like when I was released from prison back in Myanmar, and I started moving to Bangkok, Thailand, and then I turned my life around. I worked as a store clerk for 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours a day for daily for like 8 months before I transitioned to a high paying job. All the while, I was learning artificial intelligence related skills, content creation skills, digital marketing skills, e-commerce skills, sales and advertising skills, and all the other skills required for me to stand alone as a professional content creation and a business consultant and a businessman. I had to go through the journey not with this laptop but an old Lenovo laptop, which keyboards are completely broken, and I can show a testament to that, and it is part of my history, and I proudly keep it in my closet all the time. Those struggles and moments where I had to go to a place where the Wi-Fi is still available and I can walk through the day with that keyboard and the used up Lenovo secondhand laptop, those days were really hard and really struggling. I didn't even have enough money to eat properly at that time, and I was living in a very small apartment room in Bangkok, like maybe like 35,000 Thai baht per month, and which is very, very narrow and very, very, very suffocating. Sometimes I have to go out in midnight times just to get my breath properly. It was that bad. I wasn't able to buy a MacBook like this or live in a condo like this in the past year, like 2023 and mid 2024. I wasn't able to do it like that. I had to earn my way through it by building step by step into the stones and then transforming my life gradually. Every sweat, tear, and offering that I had to make and sacrifices that I had to make made me the man I am today. And I'm really grateful to God for everything that I have. I used to love a lot of things. When I lost my freedom while I was in prison, and then I had to eat shit food all the time. I started to appreciate my freedom now more than ever, and every food that I eat into my mouth more than ever, because God has taught me a very valuable lesson that freedom is really more important, and having good food in your life is very good, and you need to appreciate that. People only tend to appreciate the things that they used to have when they lose them. And when they realize the value of the thing that they lost, they started becoming desperate and then they want it back again. All my time inside the prison, all everything I want was to get back my freedom and live my life as a free human being and eat the food I want and kiss the girl that I like. And I was able to make it happen today because of all the hard work and all the self improvement that I've done, and I'm still improving myself day by day by learning new skills, doing content creation and improving my life from day by day, bit by bit, and building my business from ground up. And I can also be a testament to it that this life is not easy, but it's worth it if you want to live a meaningful life as a uh, in, self-improvement driven individual, myself included. This is a testament to all of you guys out there that you can make it happen. And if you are depressed or if you're sad and if you feel like you're suicidal or you're trying to give it up, please don't. There is still hope. I lost everything at 23 years old. I lost my girlfriend. I lost my I lost my job. I lost my education. I lost my freedom. I lost my time. I lost everything that I have. And 4 years later, after this, when I turned 26, I turned 27 this year. I tend to make it all back and then I reach to another higher level of existence just because I do self improvement and then I try to make my business work every day and then do content creation daily. I can guarantee you that there is still hope in your life if you don't give up. Never give up on your life or yourself. Your ancestors have fought very hard for you to exist in this life, just so you can thrive and then start a family of your own. Not become a slave to some girl, or not become a sim to some girl, or get depressed and fuck all the time while watching porn, or play video games and then be suicidal all the time. You were born on this planet and you won the race already of being a human. You have two eyes, you have a mouth that you can eat whatever you want. You got two limbs and all the limbs are intact and you can walk around. You have shoes, you have a place to live, you have internet, you have these amazing iPhones and MacBooks, you have electricity, you can travel to wherever you want. You have saved up a lot of money and you're better than like 70% of the population all over the world. And you need to appreciate your life and start working hard in order to improve your life. It amazes me to see that a lot of people who hasn't worked properly in their life tend to give up to life so easily while you barely scratch the surface. I suggest you go all in and all hard for in the coming 3 months and then see the results for yourself if I'm talking to you right or not. You will see the result for yourself. My name is Chozo Lin and I'm a full-time content creator teaching the younger generation of creators to how to become a personal brand themselves. And then I work as an AI specialist for a company in Netherlands and also as an educational business consultant at a company in Thailand. And I'm also a YouTuber who is trying to do self-improvement videos in niche for YouTube. So I'm just starting out. And if you like my content, you can like, subscribe, and follow all my social medias. I'll be posting regularly in my social medias. I will see you again until next time in my videos. Take care, you guys. You got this. And you will win in this life. You just need to believe in yourself and work hard. Peace.